Yo, 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 what's good? What's good? Y'all give me 1 second. We are in the process of getting this stuff together. All right. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure the camera quality is where it needs to be. Let's see. I think I'm straight. I might have to slide that thing over just a tad bit. All right. Hit 'em with that yay yay, so I'll be able to keep up with the comments. Hopefully, be able to keep up with these comments here. Y'all, again, I'm in the process of getting some stuff together, and I'm excited about it. I know this can be frustrating for a lot of people, but I'm excited. Okay? Y'all are being able to witness this thing in real time, being able to witness KD work on his YouTube setup in real time. So we got some stuff that we're trying to do, and we're gonna get there. We gonna definitely get there. I want to put this over here. Hold on. Yeah, buddy. Because I am eventually going to be getting like a whole lot like softbox and everything else, but right now, this is where we are. You know what I mean? This is what we got going on right now. You know what I mean? All right. Let me see if I can go ahead and connect this camera. All right. Wait, what happened? Okay, so that thing, is it working? Cello. Hold on. Okay, this is weird. All right, that's not working. So I got to go out and come back in. Y'all give me 1 second. We gonna get this thing situated. Trust me. Trust me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what's good? Let me slide this back. Can we slide this back without that being in frame? There we go. I just want to see this big old head. What's good, people? Y'all, I did have some things that I was going to add to the setup today, but we don't have any adhesive spray. Not tape, but spray. But I don't reveal too much, man. You know, matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all. So this is what we're gonna be putting in there. All right. These little wall panels. Can y'all see that? Y'all see those right there? That's what we're gonna be putting in here. The white wall panels. All right. So these are gonna be behind your boy during the stream. Yeah, dog, let's go. I just got to get the adhesive tape or adhesive spray to put on that thing. When I tell you this setup is going to be fire, all right, it's going to be fire. Like the visuals are going to be on point because I want to start getting people in here to do a podcast with. We got to, of course, get some more, well, get microphones. But I think that the setup is coming along. It's going to be fire. Y'all just got to stick with me. Stick with your boy. All right. Anyway, let me go ahead and make sure everything is good before we jump into this thing real quick. All right. Audio sounds like it's on. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into this thing. What's going on? The Ultimate Red Pill channel. What's good? What's good, my friend? All right. What we got here? Throw some comments up on the screen. What's good? How you doing? Yeah, I went over it. I seen your comment, but yeah, how's the setup coming along? It's coming. All right, it's coming. I got my Govee lights behind me. I got these little panels, these little white panels that I've seen on a YouTuber setup. It's like for gaming, but I thought that those panels looked fire. So we did order those things, but yeah, the backdrop is gonna be on point. It's definitely coming. It's coming together. I don't know what that means, my friend. Appreciate you for coming through though. Appreciate you for coming through. Mel, what's good? What up? What up? Appreciate you for coming through. All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know what time it is, man. Without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into this thing. Getting back into the reactions. All right. Let's see. Here it is. So, I don't know if you guys are familiar with him, but one of the videos that we're about to do is from none other than the late great Kevin Samuels. Give it up for him, y'all. I wish I had my little round of applause thing. We're gonna be reacting. The first video we're gonna be reacting to today is gonna be by Kevin Samuels. Despite, you know, everybody having smoke for your boy, I think that again he was a phenomenal guy. Definitely ahead of his time, man. All right, here we go. Let go. Let me go ahead and pull this up on the screen real quick. Boom, there it is. I'm gonna go ahead and take these comments down. I'll still try to go through the comments. Let me make sure. All right, I'll pull them up on here just in case any comments pop up. All right, let me go ahead and take these off the stage. Let go. All right, let me make sure we don't have no echo.
Scars are there to remind you the past was real, but that's just it, the past. Your past is your past. It is meant for you to learn the lesson, not meant for you to stick in it. I implore you as a man, no one is going to feel sorry for you. No one is you gotta get out there. Something happened back in the day. The person that did that to you back in the day have gone on. You can't be a prisoner to that. And even if you are, no one is going to accept it for a viable solution. You need to understand my message for you guys is this. You have to do more than just listen. You have to actually get in your wallet, actively engaged. Yes, I am telling you, counseling, life coaches, these are the things you have to do in order to fix it. Again, you're not competent enough to run your own life. When I was down that low, I wasn't competent enough either. I reached out to other people for help, but I actually did work before I reached out. There's no shame in a downturn. And so many of you guys are living life ashamed of where you are.
Facts, man. Dang, I wish that doggone clip would have been longer, but this is how I got exposed to Kevin Samuels, man. I know that a lot of people, you know, got put on to Kevin Samuels because of that viral clip about him speaking to that young lady about basically calling herself a 6, or was it a 4? It was one of them. What the hell is going on out there? But yeah, it was about a young lady, you know, talking about it. Which, listen, I understand. You know what I mean? Things get clipped up and things go viral and people sit there and they zero in and they just focus on what they want to focus on. A lot of people have selective hearing instead of viewing the entire clip. So what happened with that clip was, you know, the young lady came on a day where she wasn't supposed to be there, and, you know, he was like, you know what, I'm still going to try to help you. And she ended up basically calling herself a 6. And it went viral. You know what? Again, I'm not going to spend too much time on that. But a lot of people know Kevin Samuels from those viral moments, those clips. But if you go back and you watch an entire live stream, to me, the guy was extremely respectful to everybody that came onto his platform, that called into his show. Because ain't nobody got no gun to your head. Nobody is forcing you to go onto his show. These was active, willing participants. They called into the show. They clicked that link. They wanted his advice, and he gave it. And, you know, unfortunately, well, I'm going to say fortunately, you know, for a lot of people, if you give him a certain type of energy, he's going to give that thing right back to you. It might be amplified sometimes, or if he's trying to basically give you some advice, because that's what you called up there for. You called to hear his professional opinion as an image consultant. He wasn't just a podcaster or anything like that. He was actually in the business of image consulting. So most of his questions was about your image. And what trips me out is I don't understand why so many people disliked him. Because if you actually listened to him and you took his advice, I'm pretty sure that will help you with your outcomes in life. You will probably get a lot better outcomes. But no, a lot of people, again, they don't want to focus on that. They want to tear a man down any chance they can get. Because I see a lot of women out here that are pretty much going behind and saying the exact same things that he was saying all those years ago. Because when I started back following him, I think it was like either 2018 or 2019 when I got turned on to his content. I started watching him, and he was literally, he started off with doing fragrance, speaking, talking about fragrance, trying to get men up to speed. And then, he had like those nights where, guys would call in. They would call into his show, and he would try to give them some pointers. And one of the ones that stood out to me that, was sort of kind of, I'm going to be honest with you, it was kind of funny but kind of cringe at the same time, was when a guy called into his show and he felt like a woman should be giving him choosing signals. Because again, let them tell it, the only person that Kevin Samuels talked to and bashed was black women. And I was just like, wait, what? Obviously, y'all haven't been really paying attention to his content. He's equal when it comes to anybody across the board. You don't care if you're white, black, male, or female. Like none of those things matter. Like if you come to him with advice, he gonna give it to you. And so, yeah, so the guy called up there and he was like, yeah, I feel like women should be giving me choosing signals. He was like, okay, all right, well, let's go ahead and let's do it. I'm gonna ask a few questions and you just answer them. He's like, how tall are you? Which is something that he asks women. Okay. How much do you weigh? Two. He was like, two what? Because the dude was he was what I'm saying, he was taking a little time to answer. He was like, he's like, how much do you weigh? Maybe. And Kevin was like, two what? Two what? Like you're 200 and something pounds. And he's like, I don't know if he said 235 or something. He was 200 something pounds. He was a short guy. So he wasn't tall. So he was like, let's just say, I'm going to throw something out there. I don't know if it's true. You have to go back and watch the entire clip. Let's just say 5'6", 237 pounds. So you're overweight. You're a short guy. You're overweight. How much money do you make every 2 weeks? Listen, I ain't no Bill Gates or anything like that. How much money do you make every 2 weeks? And I don't know if he said $200 or $400 and something dollars. And, the guy had every excuse in the book. He was like, man, Kevin was like, listen, bro, back when I was busting tables, doing this, that, and the third, bro, I was making more than that. And, you're a capable man, and, the minimum wage has been raised now. You ain't got no excuses. So let me get this straight. And then he asked him something about, his little Peter Wagner style, which again I don't agree with. Don't ask a man about anything. I don't think they got to do anything. But anyway, he was like, so let me get this straight. You think as a man that's 5'6", short, overweight, out of shape, and only making about $400 or $800 a month, you think that a woman should be giving you choosing signals? It's like, bro, you lost your damn mind. Man, ain't nobody, women aren't checking for that, man. They not checking for it. Let me get this off of the screen. Yeah, women aren't checking for that. Like, bro, you done drunk a tall glass of delusion. Because ain't nobody in their doggone right mind chasing after, again, a short guy that's overweight, and I don't know if he's lacking ambition or what's going on. You got a lot of nerve to come on my show thinking that women should be giving you choosing signals. Like, bro, get up out of here, man. And honestly, like, he chastised everybody. It was even a white lady. I think he called it like Rugged Karen or something on one of those videos. She tried to come over on there and run the show. When I tell you, man, he put that woman in her place. I was like, damn. He was like, you're not gonna overtalk me, all right? You came onto my show, and we're gonna have a civilized conversation. Nod your head if you agree, because she was on mute, and she nodded her head, and I was like, damn, good grief. But again, the narrative that people always try to spin or always try to say about Kevin Samuels was that he only spoke and talked down to black women. Nobody told those women to call into his show. Like, the best way that you can not support somebody is don't share any of their content, stay away from them. Like, eventually that channel or whatever they got going on is gonna die off. But the more you sit there and share, talk trash, or do whatever you do, that person or whatever that thing is gonna continue to grow. Because people, the media, news love negativity. Like, that's honestly what's gonna always push you forward. The more people have to say about you that's on the negative side, the more people want to go check him out. Let me see what the hell going on with this dude. Is he as negative? I don't think so. Again, I think that Kevin Samuel has always been a respectful guy. Because when you come onto his show, the first thing you, hey, how you doing? I'm Kevin Samuel, blah, 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 what's your name? You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and get into it. It was never, as soon as they came onto the show, it was automatic smoke. Now, again, if you think that you can come on to that man's show and be disrespectful, then you sadly mistaken. And again, I don't think that Kevin Samuels honestly gets enough credit, man. I think that this was one of the first brothers that I seen that got on camera every single day and had himself put together. I'm talking about suit, watch, the setup, everything. And he worked his butt off. I'm talking about doing live streams on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, clips is coming out, shorts is coming out. And this dude, I'm talking about forever, I'm talking about he was out working everybody. That's what I was like, that's why I honestly paid attention to this guy. I was like, how the hell is this dude, like, do he ever sleep? Man, this was honestly somebody that I think that a lot of guys should have paid attention to. Or you can even go back and check his content now, man, but this dude was definitely doing his doggone thing, man. Again, far ahead of his time, well-spoken, had a ton of freaking research. And one thing that I loved about him is, regardless of how many people tried to move that damn goalpost, he will always bring that thing back, front and center. I have never in my life seen any man be able to speak and talk to women almost every single night, and no matter how delusional they were, like, to me that would be draining. Like, to sit here and try to, I call it like the backing out of the driveway and driving back into that mud. Like, in order for you to understand this point, I'm gonna back out, I'm gonna keep, you know what I'm saying? And he would go in at different angles, and I'm just like, yo, how the hell are they not understanding this? But outside of those people, because the wrong ones are always most of the time the loudest people in the room, he actually helped a lot of people. And he even had a show where he allowed people to come up and speak. And I've seen videos about people saying that Kevin Samuels saved my marriage. He saved my relationship. Listening to these doggone city girls, and we all know about WAP. That Megan Good and Cardi B, and now look at them. I'm not trying to be funny, but you look at them and their relationships. I got this ring and I don't cook and I don't clean. Now look at you. I'm just saying, man, hey, you might want to take his advice and go and seek some professional help, some counseling. Like he said in this video, you got to pull out that wallet. A lot of things that you didn't learn growing up, that you weren't taught from your parents, you're going to have to pull out that wallet. You might have to pay for it. All right, go get you a coach. Go get you a mentor. A lot of y'all need some therapy to deal with that childhood trauma and all of these bad relationships that you done been in. A lot of y'all are I'm not going to say rotten, but a lot of y'all, because of those bad relationships, a lot of y'all have became bitter. And the only way for y'all to get over that thing is to get through it. And again, you have to go speak to a professional, man. I think that, he has some amazing advice for everybody. People that were dating, people that were married, if you were already in a relationship, You know what I mean? Because I don't think that anything was like one-sided. What he did was he was the first advocate that I've seen for men, and he did it in a balanced way. Because even when I look out into YouTube and social media now, I don't see that. Most of the guys in the manosphere, the red pill, or whatever, it's like everything is freaking one-sided, man. It's almost like distasteful because you don't have a person out there to fill that hole. You know what I mean? I've seen a few creators, and unfortunately, they done either fell off or they done leaned too much to one side. And honestly, that's what the game is missing, man. Somebody that's level-headed, that's able to speak to both sides, that's not leaning too much on one side. But we still honestly need an advocate for the men. Somebody that dresses nice, presents themselves in a professional manner, and not only can hold a conversation, but can keep it right there to where people don't veer off. Again, man, amazing guy, dope content creator, by far one of the best to ever do it. Kevin Samuels. What's going on? I actually see my dog just came in. What's good, my friend? What up, Kobe? Hey, man, I miss doing podcasts with you and who was it? Who we had? Tina, Devontae. We got to get the crew back together one of these days, man. We definitely got to get the crew back. But definitely good to see your face, man. Let's see. Stop the screen share. We're gonna pull up this other one. But yeah, man, there aren't too many people. There aren't anybody out there that's.
All right, so I'm gonna talk about something that's on my mind.
Hold on. That's matching Kev, man. Let me tell you something. I would not necessarily love to fill that space, but I would love to be that person that has that balance. Again, that's not leaning too much to the men's side, that's not leaning too much to the women's side, but be almost like that bridge where, both people can come, both men and women can sit down, have a conversation, and all of my videos that go out have that balance. We getting there. We gonna get there. We gonna definitely get there. We in the process of knocking out the studio first. Once we get the studio situated or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? We got the lights or whatnot. Soon we get that thing down packed, hey, it's gonna be on and popping. I'm telling you. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this next video. So this next video is about Ruth Chris. What the hell is going on with Ruth Chris, bro? What's going on? Let's go ahead and listen to this brother and see what he's talking about. Oh, here we go. Buckle up, man. Buckle up.
All right, so I'm gonna talk about something that's on my mind because, I gotta get it out. Okay. So, over this last weekend, Valentine's Day weekend, my wife and I, we was at Ruth Chris, right? We went to Ruth Chris. That was our first time, and I did a video on it, and we were just grateful to be there because last year around this time we couldn't afford to be there. We couldn't afford much of anything, so we just did a video. I was just so grateful, right? But there's one thing that I do have to talk about. Okay. I don't know what it is with us, and I hope you understand what I mean when I say us. Damn. I don't know what it is with us. We feel like we have to bring this street energy everywhere we go.
What you mean?
Why am I sitting down with my wife at Ruth Chris, cutting into this nice ribeye, and I see dudes walking by with their pants sagging, with their jeans sagging, with these bubble coats with their hoods on? Yo, we gotta stop. We gotta stop. And I know, listen, some of y'all are gonna be like, oh, you was just thanking God for it, now you judge. Listen, I'm not judging. I'm not judging them, and I'm not trying to be cynical. But we have to we gotta understand, there's a time and place for every. First of all, we have to understand that how the world reads us is a reality.
Man, you know what? He's tiptoeing around it, but I'm just gonna be honest with you, man. I think that a lot of stuff that people do is crazy, and I don't want to say it, even though I've heard it. You know what I mean? People say that our culture is going to trash. I just got a question. Why can't when we go to a decent looking establishment or whatever, that we don't go like dressed to impress, to be the best representation of what it is to be a black person. Let's take it back. Let's, you know what I mean? Like, 'cause I know we in 2026 right now. Let's take it back, right? When the people of yesteryear, when they used to go out, barely had any damn thing, right? But when they used to go out, they used to dress to impress. They had their dress shoes on, shining, nice dress pants, you know, little dress shirt or whatever, still dressed to impress. That's not dressing like any other culture. It's just, yo, why the hell, why are we sagging our pants? Like, do people not realize where that started from? Like, if most of y'all knew the reason why that thing came about, I guarantee you, not even half, all of y'all mofos would stop doing that mess. It's distasteful. What the heck? That's not even a damn fashion thing anymore. Like, I think that, you know, kids used to do it, I would say probably in the 90s. And even then, man, it was still like, yo, bro, pull your damn pants up. Like, do you not know how aggravating that is to go outside with some big pants with no belt on? And think about everybody else that's in this establishment. I'm paying money to be around people that understand, at least pull your damn pants up. Like, you're here now. Yeah, I'm not saying that you done made it, but you're around other people that got money. Like, at least act like you got some damn sense. Is that so hard? Like, people can't even go to Ruth Chris. Them plates, listen, I've never been to Ruth Chris. I ain't gonna say I'll never go, but, you know, I've seen that menu. And I can tell you right now, my cooking is probably better than their cooking. My family's cooking, anybody that I'm dealing with, I'm just gonna be honest. It don't look special to me. But I'm just saying, if you're going out to a, you know, fine dining, a nice establishment, like, just pull your damn pants up. Now, I don't know about the bubble jackets and whatnot. I don't know where this guy's from. I don't know how cold it is. But if that's the only jacket they got, you know, yeah, I don't really got any beef with the jacket. But the pulling up the pants, that thing right there, you can definitely help that. If it's cold outside, damn right, we're gonna put that damn that bubble jacket on or whatever we got. I'm not tripping about that. But pants sagging, like, how old are we, man?
Present yourself is how the world reads you. We already are fighting an uphill battle at times. And I understand there's a lot of systematic things, but like, why are you, like, we gotta do better. Like, at Ruth Chris, this is supposed to be an establishment that, you know what kind of establishment you go. See, that's the thing, like, you know you're not going to no Applebee's. You know you're not going to Chili's. You know.
Hold on, brother. Ain't nothing wrong with Applebee's, ain't nothing wrong with Chili's. Yeah, they don't need to be busting slack in there either. Pull your damn pants up. When you step outside the house, look presentable. I don't give a damn where you, I don't give a damn you go to McDonald's. All right? Anytime you step out the house, that is unfreaking acceptable. Pulling your pants up on your bottom like that should have stopped years ago. Like, honestly, it should not have made it out of the prison to begin with. Go do your research.
You're not going to Texas Roadhouse. You know you're not going to, you know what I'm saying? And there's nothing against those places. I'll eat at all those places.
Okay.
I'm not too bougie for none of them places. But, like, you know you're not going there. Why are you bringing this, like, energy? Why are you bringing this, like, attire that, come on, jeans sagging? You can't, you eating at Ruth Chris, you can go buy a belt. I hate that for us. I hate that we do that. Like, us men, we got to do better as men. Like, go get yourself a pair of slacks. Go get yourself, you know what I'm saying, a belt. Go get yourself, you know what I'm saying, a nice collar shirt, a sweater, a coat, something, a blazers. Like, come on. You don't got to, there's a time and place for all that. I got nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with, you know what I'm saying, sweats and Jordans and jeans and bubble coats. I own all of that stuff. But why are you bringing that kind of attire to an establishment where you know what the standard is over there? I hate that I just hate that we do that. I just had to get that off my chest. One last thing, because see, sometimes, like, again, some of us, sometimes we we want access to certain opportunities. We want access to certain doors open. We want a certain level of respect, right? We want access to certain levels of society and things of that nature. If you want that, you also have to understand that your presentation matters. Your presentation matters. It's a reality. Whether you want to accept it or not, it matters how you present yourself in certain spaces.
Hey, shout out to that brother, man. Shout out to that brother. I know he probably got a lot of people down in the comments that's probably chewing him out. Hey, don't talk about Applebee's. First and foremost, let me go ahead and put that there. Don't talk about Applebee's. Don't talk about none of them other places, man, because all of them got good food. All those places got good food. And, you know, again, it might not be fine dining, but that's still like a spot that you go, like, with your family. Like, you know what I'm saying? We out, we chilling. Those are like family establishments. And if you're going any place like a Ruth Chris or whatever, like the brother said, I'm pretty sure if you up in here, you can afford it. You can afford a mother loving belt. You can afford some slacks. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, man, it literally speaks volumes about a person when they just understand, like, yo, bro, when I go somewhere, I'm gonna make sure that I'm on point. You got to understand that you're representing the person that you're with or the people that you're with, your family, your mom, your dad, like the people that raised you. Like, how you dress says a lot about who you are and how much you respect yourself. And any guy that's walking out here with their pants sagging, the first thing that comes to mind is this person clearly does not respect themselves. And you cannot be offended when people start profiling you, when you acting like that, all right, when you dressing like that, you know, behaving in any type of manner. You cannot get offended when they start looking at you crazy, when they start locking their damn doors when you get too close. Like, bro, like, that's how you're presenting yourself. Presentation is everything, man. I think in the first 3 to 7 seconds, people have made somewhere between 7 or 11 different assumptions about who you are. First impressions are everything, man. You never know who you're gonna bump into when you're in those type of establishments. Like, it can either be a or curious. Like, let me go speak. Let me go talk to this young man, bro. That can be another opportunity. You know, you got a lot of people out there that are entrepreneurs, you know, people out there that, you know, might be content creators, barbers, or whatever. You got a fresh cut, a fresh lineup, or whatever. You look presentable, you look nice. Who's to say that you don't run into a millionaire or whatever and they're like, yo, who cut your hair, bro? I cut my own hair. Oh, word? Let me get your number, man. You just lost out on a potential client or whatever because of how you presented yourself. Like, I'm telling you, man, like, those first impressions are everything. It can either open the door to a lot of opportunities or it can close them mofos. You got to think before you step out here, man. And I don't know what's going on with this new generation. Like, you can't tell them nothing. It's like the more you try to help, try to give them, let me give you a little bit of game. You know what I'm saying, youngster, or whatever you want to call it. Like, I'm going to give you a little bit of game, bro. Like, you know, when you go into this establishment, pull your pants up, man. You never know who you're going to run into. Man, get up out of here, man. You can't tell me nothing. All right. Go on about your business, man. Good luck with that. But, again, man, I don't think this brother said anything wrong outside of the Applebee's thing, man. I'm still feeling some type of way about that, dog. You know what I'm saying? Listen, you know, me and moms and my family, we love going to Golden Corral. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with them establishment? I don't want to see nobody in there with their damn pants sagging. I don't know about y'all. I damn sure don't want to see it. Pull your pants up.
I want to come on and say something.
All right, let's see who we got next. All right, let's jump into this next clip. But y'all let me know, what do you guys think down in the comments about that, man? Let me know. All right, what we got next? Let's see. Okay, that's not it. Hold on. Oh, we got a comment. Let's see. I went there and I'm not impressed. See what I'm saying? Never would spend money for that again. Paying for the experience. And I think that's what it is. Just like pretty much anything else on social media, man, I think that a lot of people will make things bigger than what they already are. Like, you got a lot of people out there that will be like, yo, go try them tacos from such and such. They were bomb. And they just like, man, what is this slop? Bro, man, I make better tacos than this. I done paid $26 for 2 damn tacos and ended up with disappointment. Man, listen, it's going to take a little bit more for me than reviews for me to go. And that's another reason why I think I've never went to a place like Ruth Chris, man. I was just like, I've seen the pictures, I've seen some videos, and that's pretty much what it is. You literally are just paying for the experience, which I don't knock it. You know what I mean? Like, listen, if that's what you want to do, then, go do what you do. I'm not mad at it. Not mad at all. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this next topic of the day. So, dang, this brother say, don't be a stepdad. Oh, Lord, we got another one of those videos today. We know, but listen, I already know this video about we definitely going to get some smoke, especially when I throw out the pre-recorded version of this. For some reason, boy, the internet they be coming after me when I tell guys, I don't think that's the move. I don't think being a stepdad or step crash dummy is the move. What you saying, KD? What you mean? Don't say that. Hey, I'm not signing up for nothing like that. You more than welcome to, brother. Hey, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, me personally, I ain't gonna I can't do it. Anyway, let's hit this brother out. This is coming from a seasoned brother. This is an older guy. This is an older cat. No,
I want to come on and say something.
Go ahead, brother.
And this is probably going to be surprising to a lot of y'all coming from me. I've been a stepdad. I was a stepdad for about 10 years. Okay. When I came in the young man's life, he was a little over a year old. Okay. So he was young. It was easy to fall in love with him. An amazing kid. He's probably one of the greatest experiences that I've ever had in my life.
That's what's up.
But why do I agree with what people say? If you become a stepdad, you're a fool. Okay? And the only reason women are disagreeing is because they want men to be fools.
Wait a minute, hold on, brother. I need one of them little sounds that we got to invest in one of them. So this is coming from a guy that has been a stepdad, stepdad for 10 years, a whole decade. And this is probably the best situation as far as I'm hearing. He's walking to a great situation. He's been a step crash dummy for 10 years. Cool. Great son. From what he's saying, very, very, again, easy. And then he actually came into the child's life early on when they were only 1 year old. Okay, cool. Kind of crazy that, they separated. But anyway, so he's walking into the best situation, and he's still saying what all men continue to say. Do not sign up for this. It is a bad freaking deal. No way around. No ifs, ands, or buts. You got a guy that literally walked into a good situation. The child was young. He said the child was extremely respectful. One of the best, I'm guessing one of the best experiences or whatever, one of the best situations you can run into. Cool. But don't do it. It's still a bad. All right. I got to digest that before we get into the next part of this video. That's me trying to digest this thing.
Really no control in that young man's life, or woman's life. Mm-hmm. And you take the place of the father.
Do you?
Literally. There's no comparison to somebody that lives in the house versus somebody who doesn't.
Okay.
I don't care if they love their dad to death. You're the one that's cultivating them. Mm-hmm. Okay? When he hurts himself, you pick him up. Right. When it's time to be a man, you tell him how to move forward. In the proudest moments, you're there because you create the timelines to pick him up,
I see
where he's going, all these things. And in my situation, I controlled everything in the young man's life. Mm-hmm. Okay. I took control at a year old, okay? What team? I was his coach. I was his teacher. I
Damn.
was everything. I picked him up from school. Even though I worked all the way in Houston and we lived in Beaumont at the time, I picked him up from school. Okay? And then one day, he's out of your life. Mm-hmm. And a woman tells you, you don't need to see my son. Okay? It's not about the hurt and the pain, what it's really about, because that's been over a long time. It's about you investing so much in somebody.
No control.
And a woman's bitterness alleviates that.
Hold on, brother. Yeah. So it wasn't even the son, bro. It was the woman. It was the mom that said, you no longer. Dang, man. That's crazy. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is not one of those situations that we poke fun at anybody. Like, I don't care if a woman is in this situation and for whatever reason the father decides to cut like that is not cool, because now you're not just like, this is not just affecting her, but it's affecting her son. It's not just affecting the stepdad, but again, it's affecting her son. And the fact that you so damn bitter that you don't even give a damn about anybody else but yourself is crazy. It's a bad deal. You're literally signing up for a bad deal. Stepfather, step crash dummies, it is a bad freaking deal, because at the end of the day, you don't really have a freaking say-so in the matter at all. No legal ties, no nothing, bro. Like, if y'all separate, I don't even think you're even entitled to see that child. Because again, in the law's eyes, stepdad, that stepdad don't mean a mother-loving thing. It don't mean anything. That's crazy.
And a mom. And there's no judge that can change that, because you're not his father. The greatest pain of it is the child. And I truly believe that my former stepson still suffers from what happened. And I had nothing to do with it. And I couldn't do anything about it.
Dang, bro.
Couldn't do anything about it. There is, and that's the worst part. Because the kid will have trauma that he shouldn't have had.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the worst part. Yeah, that's the worst part.
Hear me out. Listen, I don't want to make it seem like I'm bashing. I don't want to make it seem like I'm being mean. But let's keep it a band. Bro, you got to do that whole facts. I keep saying this, but people don't listen. You got to do that mother love. Get that whole facts. I need to know what happened between you and your ex. Why did you and the father of your child break up? It's only a year into y'all having a child. What was the reason why y'all broke up? I need to hear it. Like talk to me. Let me know something. I don't know if did he say that they were married or whatever? I don't know. 10 years, legally you married. So y'all married. Why didn't you ask these questions before y'all got into a marriage? Before I accept any type of that's a big A responsibility. I'm signing up to take on you and your child with another man. You got to make it make sense. I don't give a damn. If this is the last time we speaking, then so be it. If they have an issue with you asking questions about that, hey, they'll let me know. No, I'm good, bro. You're not okay with having those uncomfortable conversations, then you can go about your damn business. But I need to know. Yeah, hey, if I have to, if we have to, we need to do like a little mediation, because he's gonna be technically, well, I don't know. Sometimes, he's gonna be a part of that child's life anyway. So I need to know. If I'm gonna be signing up for this bad mother-loving deal, you're gonna tell me what happened. And you need to listen. You need to pay close attention. If throughout that entire situation, this person said that they did no wrong, this was just a bad mother-loving guy, go talk to the dude. Damn that. Listen, we going over your head to HR. I'm going directly to the source. All right. If I'm investing in your mother-loving, let me tell you something. Hey, I don't think that's the. Can you like re-explain like what the hell, like what happened? Okay, so you did no wrong. So what did y'all break up? So why did you stay with him for so long then? Why did y'all have a child if this was just a bad guy? Okay, so either one or two things. You pick the worst type of men to deal with. You pick the even worse type, the worst type of guy to have a child with. So you out here having kids with bad guys, with demons. And you want me to pick up that responsibility? You're not even making good decisions. We ain't even, bro. You want me to sign up for this? Nah, I ain't gonna be able to do it. And you had so you were just a complete angel in the matter. One or two things, man. Either you're making bad decisions or you lying. And most of the mother-loving time, they be lying their doggone tail off, bro. And a lot of guys, she got a big butt, she got big breasts, she got long hair, she got a pretty face, dead over heels. The biggest financial decision that you can make is the person that you choose to lay down with every mother-loving day. And if this person is not good at making decisions and you ask them and they can't take accountability for their mother-loving actions, I'm out, bro. I'm out. Listen, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. We can go ahead and make it do what it do, but after this, hey, I got to go. I got to go back. I got to get back to the bag, dog. Say what you want. I don't care. But dudes continue to sign up for this. All you got to do is just ask a question, fam. And the way that they answer it is going to tell you everything that you need to know. If I pose that mother-loving question, that's the issue. You got a lot of weak-minded guys out there. You scared. You are scared of the woman that you with, or you scared of the woman that you talking to. I don't give a damn. I'm going to tell you right mother-loving now. If I got a question that pops up in my mother-loving head, I'm not going to be disrespectful about it. I'm going to be respectful. I'm going to ask the question and I need an answer. We're going to sit down. Listen, ain't no music going. We're not around anybody. It's just me and you. I'm locked eyes with you. So tell me, what happened with your last relationship? I'm listening. I'm talking about, y'all see these big Dumbo ears? I'm listening. I'm talking about glue. I'm paying attention to everything. Facial expression, body language. I'm listening. I'm studying because I want to know who am I dealing with right now. Right now, that person ain't got no choice but to pull that mother-loving mask off. I need to know what's up under that mask, right? So what happened with you and your ex? Either she gonna, one, get upset. That lets you know what type of person you're dealing with right now. If they get upset because you asking them a mother-loving question, that lets you know everything you need to know right then and there. I'm curious. I'm not passing judgment. I'm asking a question. If they get upset, okay, cool. Now, when they start to give their answer, if it's any type of accountability in there, you know what? I'm gonna rock with you. That's best case scenario right there. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. So me and this guy got together, and maybe it was just for a hookup. We were just, messing around or whatever, and we had a child. I'm not gonna say unfortunately, but we ended up having a child together, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I definitely made my mistake by choosing the wrong person to have a child with, knowing that, this guy wasn't ready for a child. We didn't have that discussion early on. Like, if it's that type of conversation, yo, babe, that's what I'm talking about. She done made me proud. You know what? I'm rocking with that. Because that type of humility is rare. You don't see that in a lot of women. But when you see it, when you find it, that's the type of woman that you need to lock down. Now, again, I'm not saying that you need to go out here and wife up a baby mama or a woman with children. But if you are going to do it, then at least do your due diligence. At least ask them doggone questions and pay attention to how they respond. That's it, man. That's it. Again, it's unfortunate for this brother, man, because not just this brother, but it's also unfortunate for this child because you doggone right. You are probably, I don't know if the father was in his life at all or not, but you were pretty much the first man that he knew that was consistent, that was there. This man said that, listen, I drove from such and such to coach him, and you know, I'm there. That's a tough subject, man. Like, I actually know a few guys that have been through stuff like that. Like, have been with a woman for X amount of years, and they get the short end of the stick. I'm just like, bruh. Again, I'm not here to bash, but that's why you got to make sure, man, you check them out. You got to make sure you check them mofos out. Whole facts. Show me the whole facts. I'm not calling no hoe, but I need to know what happened. What happened with your ex? Tell me. What they would tell me. I need to know. All right, so let's go ahead. But yeah, y'all let me know, what do you guys think down in the comments about that situation, man. Stepdads getting the short end of the stick. Let's talk about it. All right, what we got next? Let's see. Now, this young lady actually was going viral, man. She broke down on camera. I need to hear. Hold on, wait a minute. No, this is a stepdad situation. What the hell going on? Hold on. My bad, y'all. What is this? What is this? Let me go ahead and X that out. All right, where is she? There she is. All right. Now again, y'all know. Listen, I don't really poke fun at anybody, you know, unless they telling jokes. But yeah, I don't really poke fun at anybody. But this young lady was going through it. Now, since we'll talk about it. Let's see what she got to say. Did we got this thing pulled up on the screen? There we go. All right. From TikTok. Y'all already know TikTok is a weird place. I don't really be on TikTok like that. Let go.
You want me to be honest? I'm angry. I'm mad. I'm fuming. I'm on fire. I'm mad because I care more about you than you care about me, and that's how it's always fucking gone. I'm tired of it. I'm mad. I'm angry. I'm tired of feeling so much. I'm tired of being in my head. I hate it. I'm angry. I'm angry. And no matter how much I try to let go of it and give it to God, it's still so heavy. I feel hopeless. I feel humiliated. I'm embarrassed. I'm confused. And I can't ask for help. I'm over it, bro. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. Sick of this. I don't want to feel anymore. Feeling's what's supposed to make somebody a person. And I don't even want to feel anymore. I'm just done. I'm done.
All right. So hear me out, man. Again, y'all, I don't really take stuff like that lightly because, I've had friends that, have basically pretty much cried out, man, made, a video like this or whatever, or have said certain things, and people think that stuff like this is funny. And yeah, I don't take stuff like this lightly. What I will say is there are definitely people out there that will help you. Just to go ahead and put a little bit of water on this thing. I did go back and check the young. I'm not gonna lie. When I see stuff like this, I'm concerned. So I went to her channel or whatever, or her page, and she said, listen, she was going through some things, but she had just started, she had just got on her, it had just came, so she was dealing with that. And then also, I'm guessing, she didn't really speak about it. I guess she was going through a breakup or something like that. And all of those emotions, again, with that, that what women go through, that's going on. It's a lot going on. And it's hard to deal with emotions when, you got that stuff going on. So Since then, she seemed like she was smiling, she was cool and everything, but I still say stuff like that, you definitely still need it. I understand, you know, you were on your whatever, but still go and seek some professional help, man. You know what I mean? You got to be careful about who you open yourself up to. That's why that vetting process is so freaking important. I don't understand why the hell people think that it's okay to choose a person based on their looks, based on swag, based on the type of car that they drive. Man, yo, listen, when I was working at this last place or whatever, because y'all know I still try to get out there, I still try to work or whatever, because there's nothing like that human interaction. Like actually speaking and talking to people, especially women. It's just something about it, man, that just keeps my gears turning, just to speak and talk to different women, hear their experiences, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of like just giving feedback or whatever. But there are horror stories. And I was like, wait, what? Like, oh my God, like his car. What? That's why you like it? What's going on, man? Why in the world are we so fixated on the BS? And then you wonder why y'all be getting stood up, your hearts be getting broken because you're going after people for the wrong freaking reasons. Time and time again, it never fails. I'm just like, you don't realize this is the exact same thing that you did with the last person. And what did they do? They left. They stopped dealing with you. They got tired of whatever it is that y'all had going on and they left. If those people don't have those core values and things in place, their character is not aligned with the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with, and most importantly, you want to father your children or mother your children, somebody that you can actually take serious, you can take home to mom, you can take home to meet your dad. If this is not that type of person, why the hell are you with them? Why are you opening up yourself to these people, knowing good and hell well these are not ideal people? Like, you literally just got them just because of their looks. You got them just because they got money, just because they out here flossing or whatever. Like, come on, man. And then a few months, a few weeks, or even the next day, you wonder why they leave you on red. The good guys keep getting passed up, man. They really do. Listen, I got to advocate for guys right now. There are so many phenomenal, regular guys out here that will be more than willing to take. And look at this young lady. Let me pull her back up on screen, bro. Honestly, this is a decent looking girl. She is decent looking. Look. Honestly, bro, she is like borderline. She's a beautiful girl. You know what I'm saying? Erase, take the tears and whatnot. Maybe do something different with her hair. Take them extra earrings out or whatever. I don't see any makeup or anything. A pretty girl, but you cannot. And this is me again. I got to jump on the other side real quick. You cannot continue to get upset with the people that you continue to run into, because you're giving your time and your attention to the wrong people. And you wonder why they continue to leave. You know good and damn well that wasn't a good person. That wasn't a good guy. You can tell by how he treated you, the people around him, what people actually had to say about it. Like, y'all know. What's that, women's intuition or whatever? Are we not paying attention? Do we got that damn thing turned all the way off now? I need to know, man. Because again, this young lady could easily get a regular looking guy. They got a regular job that's going to love your damn dirty drawers. He's going to love the hell out you. But no. Y'all want to continue to go after the wrong. I need for him to have this, that, and the third. Okay. All right. Do what you do. But y'all let me know. What do you guys think down in the comments about that, man? Am I off? Am I tripping? I might be. I might be. All right. So this popped up on my screen, and I really wanted to know how true this was, because it's been, 10 years? I think it's been like 10 freaking years, bro. Am I tripping? What, wasn't it like 10 years? Hold on. I think it's been like 10 years. 10 years since this thing was put up. Hold on. What's going on? There we go. All right. So I know a lot of y'all are familiar with this guy. Bingo. Dr. Umar Johnson, Fontoon, or whatever you be saying. So, Dr. Umar done announced something, and I'm all for it. I'm just going to go ahead and say that right now. All right, let's let this man cook real quick. Where you at, big dog? Wait, where you at? Where you at, though? There we go.
Thank you to all my donors around the world. I know it has been 7 long years.
7?
I know it has been 7 long, hard, tough, grueling years.
It's only been 7 years? Nah, that's cap, bro. I need to look this up. Hold on.
But we are here, baby. The school is absolutely done. The school is fully done. The school is completely done. And on Tuesday, because government is closed on Monday to celebrate white supremacy presidency. The government is closed on Monday to celebrate white supremacy presidency. But on Tuesday,
Why he be repeating out this? Why do you continue to repeat yourself? That's hilarious to me. I'm sorry, y'all. That's funny.
Contacting the city to request an inspection of the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Elementary School and Gym. Brothers and sisters, thank you for those of you who stood with me. Not the fakes and the phonies. Not those who act like you supported me but didn't trust me, didn't believe me. You listened to the struggle streamers and the scammers. You believed them. Okay? I want to thank the real people.
Why he get that together? I just want to go ahead and throw this out there. So, Dr. Umar Johnson, actually, it's called the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, but he started taking donations for that back in 2014. Brother, it's 2026. Now, if my math serves me correctly, let me just make sure. Let me see. Carry the. Okay, all right. Is that 12 years? 7 and 12 don't really sound the same. I might be tripping. I think that's about 12 years, brother. That boy say 7 long years. Okay. All right. I just want to throw that out there, okay?
To thank the real people, brothers and sisters. I want to thank the real people, brothers and sisters. I want to thank the real people for standing with me because our time has come. Happy birthday, Frederick Douglass. Your gift is this school. Frederick Douglass always wanted to open a school, brothers and sisters. My cousin Frederick Douglass always wanted to open a school, brothers and sisters. My cousin Frederick Douglass always wanted to open a school, brothers and sisters, and I'm opening it for him. I am going to open the school for you, cousin. Don't you worry. The blood of Bailey is alive and well. The legacy of Frederick Douglass is alive and it is well. The legacy of Bishop Richard Allen is alive and well. I might become an AME pastor. Y'all think I should become an AME pastor?
Nah.
Should I become an AME pastor, brothers and sisters, and and preach the gospel of Black Christ? Should Dr. Umar become an AME pastor and turn FDMG into an AME church on Sundays? Should I call up the AME leadership and turn the John Jacques Dessalines Nat Turner Gymnasium into a branch of the AME church on Sunday morning? What do y'all think?
No.
And preach the good gospel of Garveyism and the good gospel of the Black Christ. What do you think, brothers and sisters?
Absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not. No, say that. Listen. So as far as Dr. Umar go now, again, I think that he got his math a little bit mixed up. It hasn't been 7 years. It's been close to about 12 years, since you started taking fundraising or whatever for the school. And they say that the school is targeted opening date is actually fall 2027. So that's 13 years. I'm just saying, I just want to, help everybody out. You don't have to do the math or whatever. That's actually 13 years. But what I will say is, I'm for it. Like, you're going to have a lot of people that probably disagree with what I got to say, but I'm completely for it. You know what I mean? I think that this brother has been trying to launch a school. right? And even though it took longer than expected, which when you're trying to put together something like this and it's pretty much just you, then I would say let's at least try to give this guy some grace. All right, again, he's putting together a freaking school where he's trying to help black youth. Who the hell is honestly doing that? That's really doing it. Because we done seen different people pop up or whatever. They've given a few dollars here, they've given a few dollars there, just so they can put their name up on it, but they really ain't doing it. I'm not talking about nobody right now, I'm just saying, right? But if you have a guy, that freaking comes out of nowhere, you know, he has, I guess, the background that we can actually go and look up, and it does exist. He's actually a real doctor. No, let me stop. No, let me stop. But no, you got somebody out there that's actively trying to do something for the black community, regardless of how long this brother took to get it started, get it up and running. It's up and running now. And I think I'm going to give him at least the benefit of the doubt. Let's see how this goes, right? Because who's to say he might get something up and running, and it might strike something up and literally change a lot of people's lives, a lot of our youth. Because even though a lot of people disagree with Dr. Umar Johnson, which I don't agree with him on everything, but there are some things that I'm just like, yo, now the brother is actually cooking. And again, he get the right people around him, and you get the right people in that building, bro. I think it's a good thing. I think this is actually a good thing. Say what you want to say about Dr. Umar Johnson. I think he's a very, very funny guy, very entertaining, and he does have a lot of knowledge, and he's actually helped the black community. He probably took some money from some people here and there, but I think he has definitely, he's been a positive. I would say more of a positive than a negative in the black community. That's just my point of view from the things that I have seen. Like I'm not gonna lie, I loved his Breakfast Club interviews, man. I think again that brother was definitely cooking. And again, a lot of things that he says, I completely agree with. He's not really with that LGBTQ community stuff or whatever. And he said anybody that comes into his school, you know, he's going to try to get them the help that they need, which means he's not condoning any of that mess. Like, listen, if you're going to come in here, we're going to teach boys how to be men, and we're going to teach little girls how to be women. You know, give them the tools that they're going to need in order to be successful in this lifetime as a black man, as a black woman. And I think, again, this would be an eye-opener for a lot of children, parents, and just people in general. Again, I think this guy has a lot of information that he can definitely give to a lot of folks, man. And I don't know, I'm just gonna be one of those people that I am willing to give a person a shot. You know what I'm saying? Let's just see how it goes. And if it's some BS, shut that mother lover down. I mean, it's as simple as that, man. We give people chances every mother loving day that hasn't did anything to deserve that chance. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this next video, man. So this next video is, again, by the late, great Kevin Samuels. This is going to be the last video of the night. All right, last video of the night. And, yeah, we're going to definitely call it after this because your boy, I done ran 9 miles, biked 10 miles, walked 10 miles. Got like an hour and 30-minute push-pull workout. So your boy definitely gonna lay it down for the night. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the last video of the day or the night. Shout out to Kevin, man. Let's go.
Pick women that are in your life, gentlemen, with your eyes closed. That may be counterintuitive because men are visual creatures.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a woman you're going to bring in your life. I'm not talking about a woman you're going to date with. I'm not talking about a woman you hook up with. I'm talking about a woman who's going to be in case of emergency. She's going to be on the mortgage. Her name's going to be on the insurance policy. pick those women with your eyes closed. And women who have a feminine mindset are looking for a lion to follow.
Kev, hold on, brother. Wait. What we doing? Pick. Let me. I got to dissect it because this bothers me a little bit. Pick women with your eyes closed, fellas. How y'all feel about that? Pick a woman now, Kev. Just to be quite frank, brother. We got a lot of transformers out there. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of transformers out there, and I'm not Ray Charles. Like, hold on, wait a minute. Now, that damn hand a little bit too big. And is that an Adam's apple? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I got to be able to see. And like you said, we are visual creatures. We wanna be able to, I want to see something nice when I'm walking around the crib. You know what I'm saying? And she got to have something to hold on to. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that's what I need in my life. Pick women pick the woman that you're supposed to be with your eyes closed. I don't know, fellas. This one kind of getting to me a little bit, dog. But I can understand what he's saying. Like, at the net of it, right? What I always speak about is people that have good morals, good character, and things like that. And that's, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not skin deep. That's something that's in a person, right? If you have a solid foundation, you grew up in a decent house where, I don't know if you had a 2-parent household or you live with your mom or you live with your dad. If they instill certain things in you, then they're going to be in you. One of the big things that, I can honestly attest to is being around women that are in like Rock Hill, South Carolina. Like those women, they have a passion to serve, to look out and make sure that the people around them are taken care of. Like it's a different type of it's like a nurturing vibe that those women give off. Like they want to make sure that everybody is good. Have you eaten anything today? Are you hungry? You good? Are you okay? Are you thirsty? Like, what can I do to make your day easier? And in that aspect, I completely understand what he's saying. You know what I mean? Going based on a person's actions. How do they act versus how they look? Or even, I ain't gonna say just the things that they say, but the amount of respect that person gives you. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna be able to see that. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of those things, you're gonna have to pay attention to, how a person is moving. And if you are dealing with a young lady, fellas, now again, he's talking to the fellas right now. If you're dealing with a young lady that can't even respect you, what the hell are we doing? Why in the world? I don't get it because I've never been in that situation, never have, never will be. Any woman that has been in my life, they understand, listen, respect, if respect is not on the table, nothing is on the table. I will dismiss you in a second. I don't play, because one thing about me is I'm not gonna disrespect you, all right? And I'm not gonna tolerate disrespect. So the moment you think that that's okay, I'm just gonna send you on your merry way. I don't believe in going back and forth. I don't believe in arguing. I don't believe in raising my voice, any of those things. When you come up in this doggone house, you need to understand something. Respect, that's at the ground level. If there is no respect, hey, there the door is. Respectfully. You don't want to call. I'm gonna call the police. Hey, I'm not gonna sit here. I'm not gonna do the most. I'm not gonna go back and forth. I don't understand why the heck guys do that. Listen, you're not gonna win a doggone shout battle with a woman. You just not. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I get aggravated. I ain't got time for it. Like, listen, I'm actually one time to get out. If you don't want to listen, either you can leave with your own 2 feet, or the police can drag you about this mofo. I'm not gonna sit there and I'm not gonna go back and forth. But you have so many guys, man, that they tolerate the disrespect. And I'm trying to figure out, like, what is it? What is it about those women that make y'all want to stick around? Is it that you don't think that you're gonna find anything like that, or you don't want to be lonely, so you sit there and you tolerate disrespect? I'm trying to get a better understanding why. Why in the world do you have so many guys out there that'll sit there and just take it? I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. And I can tell you right now, life is a million times better on this side. A woman, yeah, I'm just gonna say it. The woman that I have in my life, listen, completely respectful. When I don't even gotta ask for it. When I want my doggone feet rubbed, when I get out the shower, everything is rubbed, greased down while I sit there and chill on my smart bed, feet kicked up, you know what I'm saying, chilling. I'm like, listen, bro, it's a reason why I'm always, well, most of the time, in a great mood. I got a phenomenal life, but it all comes down to one mother-loving thing: respect. I respect her, she respects me. If there ever comes a time where respect is removed, that person will be removed. It's as simple as that. But again, y'all, if y'all fellas want to tolerate that because she look good, because she got a big butt, because she, make that thing tingle or whatever, if you happy, if you like it, I love it. But as for me, man, listen, those things, honestly, they're somewhat important, but not as important as my peace. Like, peace should always be at the forefront of everything. I don't need anybody to bring me peace. I need for you to be a peaceful person. I need to be able to, like, we can always have a conversation. I'm not one of those people that, I want to be around, because you hear that a lot. Guys just want somebody that they can control. They just want a yes woman, somebody that's just going to say yes. No, that's not the case. I'm always open to having a conversation. You know what I mean? I'm always open to the possibility that I am wrong, and we can always have a conversation about it. But one thing that we're not going to do, we're not going to yell, we're not going to scream, we're not going to talk down to each other. We're going to listen, and at the end of the day, we can either agree to disagree, go on about our doggone bit or whatever. You spend too much time focusing on the wrong things. And most of y'all, I'm going to keep it man with you, most of y'all just continue to run into the worst type of women. And then you wonder why y'all be so doggone stressed out, and why most men are leaving this earth a lot sooner than what they should be. That's the reason behind. Y'all keep choosing the worst type of chicks. Stop going after them Instagram chicks. They're a damn headache. I'm not going to cap. Listen, I'm guilty. I'm guilty. There was a point in time when your boy, used to go after chicks that I would consider way out of my damn league. Like, I might even tell a story about that little situation after this video, you know what I'm saying? But completely like way out of my league. I'm talking about top of the line, got everything just in play, just gorgeous. And most dudes couldn't freaking touch her. You know what I'm saying? Like going after those type of chicks. I'm not talking about them bust downs that, you buy them something and they opening their damn legs. No, I was going after like the nerds. I used to love, talking to the nerd or whatever that was in school. She was intelligent. I just love having a conversation with her. And then I took it a step further. I was like, let's go get a chick that's way out of our mother-loving league. But anyway, I done got way off topic right now. My bad. We're going to have a conversation about that a little bit later on. But the bottom line is, regardless of what they look like, regardless of anything they had going on for themselves, they knew and they understood that, Katie is cool. When we kick it, we're going to have a ball. Katie got a lot of energy. Katie going to blow your mother-loving back out. He's going to do all of those things. But the moment that I think, or the moment that I cross that line of being disrespectful, and I used to deal with older women too. All right, so let me go ahead and get that straight. I used to deal with older women. Even they understood. Dealing with a young guy that's 8 years younger than what I am, respect was still always on the table, and it's not, I don't know, I guess it's just how I present myself. You know what I mean? When I walk in a room, when I converse with somebody, even if we cutting up or whatever, it's still a line that's in that mother loving saying that Katie don't play. All right? The moment you cross that line, it's a wrap. By this time, I done already got the draws anyway, so I don't, you know. Let me stop. But no, man, I honestly, I feel what Kevin Samuels is saying, and what I'm gonna always say is one of, if not the best representation of what it is to be a man that's able to stand on his square for this generation and not bend or break for anybody that's man or woman, male, female, whatever you identify as, black, white, Asian, Mexican, it didn't matter. When it came time to have a conversation, man, I don't think anybody was able to do it at that level as consistent as he was for all of those freaking years and never skipped a beat. If anything, he got better. He got better over time. He perfected his craft, man. That was the reason why he went from 0 to 1 million subscribers just like that. I'm talking about blew the freak up. Even I don't know how many subscribers he has now, but yeah, man, that pretty much just shows you like how that guy was able to command a freaking room. And even though people tried to, you know, find flaws and stuff here and there, talk about, you know, the divorces and stuff that he had, at the end of the day, was it facts? Absolutely. 1,000% was facts. We're going to get into the story real quick and then I'm going to get up out of here, man. So, y'all know, I was speaking and I was talking about, you know, one of the young ladies that your boy had pulled. I might start doing this like either at the beginning of the stream or after the stream. But I was 19. I think I was 19 or 20 at the time. And it was this young lady that I thought was, oh my God, she was like one of the most beautiful women I had ever seen in my life. It was like, she was an American, but she looked like one of them Nubian like goddess. She had like this big, beautiful fro, full lips, man, beautiful white eyes. I'm talking about eyelashes, everything. Everything was just on point, beautiful, man. And that's not even talking about the body. I'm talking about body was on point. Plow, small waist, had her feet and nails was always done. I'm talking about this woman took the mother loving cake for, at the time, the most beautiful woman I had ever dealt with in my life, right? And I was determined, I'm gonna get that mother loving. I'm gonna figure out a way to charm her out the mother loving panties. At the time, I think she was either 35. I think she was like maybe, I don't know, she might have been like 35, I think. 33 or 35. I just remember she was in her 30s. She was in her 30s, and about 2 years prior, she had gotten out of a long-term marriage. She had been married her entire life. I'm talking about from the time that they were, I don't know if it was 17 or 18. She had been married on up into her 30s, right? Children at this point were damn near grown. You know what I'm saying? About to be out the house or whatever, because yes, she did have children. But when you look at her, you look at her body, you just like, yo, what? Did somebody have these kids for you? I'm talking about, woo, boy, fire. This mug, man, boy, I'm trying to, doggone toes curl like, what? No way in the hell I was supposed to pull no chick like that, right? You can tell, listen, at a point where, you know what I'm saying, your boy sees something, it's always a way, fam. You know what I'm saying? And my dad always told me, if you can get a young lady, if she's single, because we don't mess with, you know, anybody that's in a relationship or anything, if you can get her to laugh, it's one thing to make them smile, but if you can get them to laugh, it's a good chance. It's not a guarantee, you know what I'm saying, because you're going to need a little bit of game. You're going to need to mix a little bit of game in that laughter or whatnot, and then you're going to laugh right out them damn panties. Anyway, so I got bold, but not bold enough. I knew she was on social media. I just didn't know what her freaking name was. Anyway, found her on social media, added her, right? And I actually found her from another one of my friends' pages, but I ain't gonna talk about that. I ain't even gonna say my boy's name. Because he used to do the same thing to me. If it was a bad chick, he's like, yo. I'm like, how? Why is he friends with her? Like, bro, you don't even know her, bro. Like, she only came because we used to work together. She only came in the store one time, and I know you. Anyway, so I inboxed her. I didn't. It wasn't the same day. I added her, let her sit on my page like a week or so, or whatever. A week went by. Went ahead and inboxed her on some goofy-ish. I was just, you know what I'm saying, just trying to shoot my shot, you know what I'm saying, trying to throw a little bait out there, see if I can will her back. Nah. When I tell you she Makimbe, Matumbo, or whatever it do, my damn shot, wow! Like, damn. I'm talking about, again, this was not like one of those chicks, one of them little young girls that, you know what I'm saying, you throw a little line at them, you know, you might get them to laugh with. This was a grown woman that had been married for over a decade, okay? Over a decade she had been married, you know what I'm saying? So she really went about the doggone. And again, she on point. I'm pretty sure she probably, and I did see a lot of guys were trying to approach that. Because who wouldn't? Look at that mother loving package, man. I mean, everything was on point. Anyway, you know, I tried to shoot my shot or whatever. She shot me down. The only thing I remember in that message is her talking about my age, how young I was. You know what I'm saying? You what is she? I think, I don't know if I was 19 or 20. It was before my 21st birthday. I do know that. It was before my 21st birthday. So let's just say 20. And so I chuck it up. I ain't gonna lie. My feelings was hurt. Even though that was an inbox message, my feelings was freaking hurt. I'm just like, hold on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm one of those guys that I don't really approach or try to talk to a woman first. That's never been me. I'm not trying to make it seem like, you know what I'm saying, I gotta like that or whatever, but most of the time, women approach me and we have a conversation or whatever. I might talk about that a little bit later on as well, but I don't really approach. You know what I'm saying? I don't really feel a need. I'm just like, yo, not trying to be funny, but I got a couple of chicks that's checking for you, boy. So I'm not really pressed. But with this one, shit. Man, listen, I'm out there swimming in the I'm gonna try to get this one, dog. Anyway, so I remember her saying I was too young. And I was like, yo, when I hit 21, I'm grown. Mind you, I think I was still staying with my dad at the time, but I was still in college, but I would come home and, you know, pretty much stay with my dad. And so I'm gonna tell the whole damn story, right? I'm getting into everything. And so, anyway, she actually seen one of these videos one time and sent me a message. She goofy. But anyway, so before that 21st birthday, I went and I checked out her page, right? One thing about her, she is silly. She absolutely loves to laugh. Ding. Mother loving light bulb. Listen, bro. Hey, I cut up. I cut up when I want to. And so I noticed that about her. I was like, oh, okay. So you like to laugh, huh? That little light bulb went off in my head. I remember that thing that my dad taught me. Hey, you get a woman to laugh, you might have a chance. I was like, KD, we in there. Man, your boy ended up becoming a Facebook comedian. I'm talking about I'm cutting up on Facebook. So mind y'all, at the time on Facebook, your boy was, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little reckless. I used to say anything. I didn't have family members like that on my Facebook page like I do now. That page has been deleted. Don't try to go look it up. I done deleted it. It's gone now, right? But I used to play this thing called the question and answer game. Those of you that aren't familiar with the question and answer game, somebody will send you a question, and then you will post it on your Facebook, and then you'll put an answer down below. You'll give your answer, but it'll be public, right? And so in that inbox, I used to have a lot of ducks. They used to inbox me, right? It was a lot of unattractive women that used to inbox me. So this is me kind of like moving pawns around on the mother loving chessboard. I knew what I was doing. what I was doing was, I'm just going to go and tell you. What I was doing was, I was showing her that I had women that was interested in me. But what I was doing with those women, I was like, yo, you don't stand a chance in hell, basically. She's seeing that. Because as much as I was posting, that question and answer game, it went on for like 4 hours. This is when I was in college. And, only had like 3 or 4 classes or whatever. And I'm skating through them damn classes. Those are easy classes. And so I got time. So I'm talking about, I'm posting anywhere from 200 to 300 statuses. I'm talking about in that course of 4 hours. That's all. Listen, she ain't got no choice but to see me. You ain't got no mother-loving choice but to see Katie on your mother-loving timeline. And there were little jokes here and there. The first time I seen her like a post and comment and laugh, I was like, oh, I got you now. Oh, that's it. Oh, that's it, bro. Oh, I'm in there. I'm in the mother-loving game now. Oh, that bait. That bait worked. It worked. I'm talking about, it was either the second or the third day that I was doing question and answer. I had a bunch of people that was on my timeline. And the thing was, in high school, I was pretty much like the quiet kid. I didn't say anything to anybody unless we were on a football field. So people, I guess they were a little bit intrigued by the fact that, yo, this is a guy that really didn't talk. You know what I mean? In class, around school, but he done got on social, and he's, he talking it like, little do y'all know. Hey, listen, this has always been me. I just didn't fool with y'all like that because I didn't trust people in high school. You know what I mean? Again, outside the football team or whatever, I ain't trust people. I know people talked about you behind your back, so I kind of pretty much just kept to myself outside the football team, and then I did have a high school girlfriend at the time. But anyway, neither here or there. So anyway, people inboxing. They inboxing questions. They inbox colors. They inbox numbers. So when you put a color or a number, what I'll do is I'll give you like a little what I think about you or whatever. You can also, what I didn't recommend, you can also ask me to rate you. That thing could have got me in trouble so many damn times. So like, hey, Katie, blah, 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 rate me. Man, I was giving ratings like, okay, I would question, rate me, answer. 3.44798654321. I made sure that anytime I gave an answer, it was always extra. It's going to catch that person's attention. I'm literally just doing this just for one. I don't give a damn about none of these mofos that's inboxing me. I got somebody that I'm trying to get at, and by all mother, I'm gonna get this mug some way, somehow. Throw that motherfucking bait out there. Come here. Mm-hmm. And more I started posting. She went from like in one post to going down the line. All I seen was her mother-loving name, liking, commenting on And now, you know what? The first couple I kind of ignored a little bit. I ain't gonna respond to every single last one of them. I'm just gonna respond to this one, respond to that one, respond to that one. So we went from having no contact, being shot down, to having little conversations and stuff on a what's the name. Now I didn't inbox her immediately. All right, you gotta let that thing sizzle a little bit. All right, you got let that thing marinate a little bit, right? And so, a couple of weeks go past or whatever. By this time, she's commenting on everything now. All of my posts, well, not all of my posts, but she's not just commenting on questions and answers. She's commenting on other things as well. Okay, cool. I'm about to jump back in that mother-loving inbox, but this time I'm not gonna try to holler at her. It's just on some cool type chill vibes or whatever. So I jump back in her inbox, you know what I'm saying, on some like chill type of stuff, but it's a joke in there. You know what I'm saying? Throw a little joke, talk about her head or whatever. Oh, you're so crazy. Oh, I got you now. I got yours. Hey, it's on and popping. Anyway, I knew my birthday was coming up. By this time, I had been in college for about a year, and me and her had been in contact. Like, we had been, pretty much, I ain't gonna say friends, but we done got to the point where we kind of know each other a little bit, right? We know each other's personality to a certain extent. And so, about a couple of months, because this young lady, she had a catering business. She, what else did she do, man? She was doing so. She was in college. I think she graduated from like Princeton or something. I don't know. It was one of those very, very intelligent, got her stuff together. Oh my God, boy, this mother right here, boy. Hey, listen, jackpot. This is like this. That was one of the first jackpots that I had got. Anyway, so I let her know. I was like, yo, my birthday is coming up. You know, it's gonna be my 21st birthday. You know what I'm saying, your boy. You know, becoming a man or whatnot. I would love for you to come out. You know, if you have time or whatever, cool. Throw that on the table. She was like, I think I'm gonna be out of town because she used to travel a lot, bro. She was like a bartender and she had so much going on. But anyway, she had sent back a message. I might be out of town, and I was like, yeah, that's cool. I mean, again, if you have time, you know, you can stop by. If not, that's cool. And I left it alone. I didn't say anything else. Again, this was a couple of months prior. I ain't even ask her. I didn't say anything else about it. But she hit me up, I believe, like a week before and said, guess what? She inboxing me now. Gotcha. Anyway, she like, guess what? I was like, what's good? She was like, I think I'm gonna be in town for your 21st birthday. I was like, oh, By this time, I didn't think she was coming. I had forgot all about it or whatever. You know, it was just going to be some family, some friends. We were just going to be hanging out at the park or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, that's what's up. Oh, damn. Hold on, y'all. Damn battery went dead. God, dog. Give me 1 second. I'm talking too much. We got to re-up. I'm glad I keep looking at that camera, boy, for real. There we go. We good? All right, we good. Okay, my bad. That Sony A7 Mark IV had went dead. I'm talking too much. Let me go to wrap this thing up. So anyway, she was like, yeah, I think I'm going to be there. I was like, okay, cool. I'm thinking, you know, I don't want to get my hopes up because, again, I know that she is very, very busy. She stay gone. Anywho, come the day of my cookout, my birthday cookout. Your boy turning 21. My family's there, my brother's there, you know, my sister's there, got some friends there. It's live. Mom's on the grill. I'm talking about throwing the freak down. Got a chance to chop it up with Pops for a little bit. And, you know, it was like the perfect day. So the park closed at 11 o'clock. I got a phone call around about 9 something. She got my number. I got a phone call. I was like, hello? She was like, hey, what's going on? I was like, yo, what's up? She was like, this is such and such. I was like, oh, I was like, hey, you know what I mean? Oh, hey, what's good? So she was like, okay, so I'm almost about to get off on the Rock Hill exit, but I don't know where the hell I'm going. Can you meet me somewhere? Because it's not, because at the time, I want to say Manchester Park is where we went. It was a new park, so you know, I'm guessing, I don't know, her GPS was jacked up. Anyway, so I end up meeting her in what used to be the Kmart parking lot. When I tell y'all Kmart parking lot is like, at the time, because it had a few other things in the parking lot, but it was like freaking, it looked like it was about damn 10 acres, right? So I pull into the Kmart parking lot, and she got like 2 or 3 cars. So I was like, which car are you in? She was like, oh, so I'm driving the 2-door something or whatever. So I was like, oh, okay, I see I'm in the parking lot. I see your car down there. Just drive down here. I'm in I think I had an Acura at the time. I'm in the gold Acura. So she drives down or whatever. And, you know, I get out the car. Mind you, I ain't seen her in a while. Whoo! It is. God, dog. Man, so, yeah, mind you, I ain't seen her in a while. So, you know, she winds down the window. And she got like some type of R&B playing, some type of, I don't know, some sex stuff or whatnot. And she's like, hey, and I'll tell you, this woman, man, them lips, they'll do something to you, boy, I'm telling you. Anyway, I'm like, what's up? She was like, so are we going? I was like, yeah, but I mean, man, can I get a hug before we go or whatever? Like, I want to get out the damn car. Get out the car, I want to see what you got on. So she get out. 5 minutes later, her ass fall off. Good grief, boy. Hell, man, let me tell you something. I was like, oh, yo. She got on this black, tight dress. I'm talking about body is on point, man. Got on, I don't know, 6, 8 inch heels. I don't know, man. She always got on. Anytime she walked out that damn, she always had on heels. Got on the heels and toes are perfect. Damn, boy. Just got a fresh mani and pedi. Nails done, hair is on point, everything. Got the lip gloss. Oh my goodness, boy. Let me tell you something. I ain't gonna lie, boy. When I gave her a hug, cause she got a small waist, I was like, oh my God, boy, good grief. Boy, I felt like, who was that off of that movie? It's an older movie, man. One of the Wayans brothers. You remember that girl got like close to his neck and he was acting like, I forgot what the name of that movie was. That's how your boy was. Anyway, so, you know, after that had happened, I was excited. I was like, listen, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I haven't brought a girl around the family like this ever. The last young lady that I brought was, you know, one of my high school girlfriends. Which ain't cool, don't get me wrong. But this was a grown woman. Completely different. You know, listen, I'm not bashing any young lady that I used to talk to, but it's a difference between a high school body, you know what I mean, somebody that plays, you know, plays a sport or plays a couple of sports versus a grown woman. This was a grown woman. All right? This was a grown woman. Anyway, so we get back into what's the name, and I'm going to tell y'all right now, I always do the speed limit. Always do the speed limit, or I'm like maybe 2 or 3 miles under the speed limit. I drive safe. This time, I'm probably doing like 4, 5 over. I know it sounds crazy. Like, man, you ain't go off and listen, man. Like, that's fast for me. I was like, we got to hurry up and get there. Because mind you, that park closes at 11. It was probably like maybe around like 10 something, early 10-ish, you know, when we were on the way back to that thing. So I wanted to make sure that she got back, she could at least get a plate, get something to eat or whatever. Most importantly, people could see her. People can see us together. So they know what it is, right? So anyway, we get back to the what's the name and we get out the car. Mind you, I have never been with I've been at this time in high school, you know, I've dealt with, you know, like chicks my age. But this was a grown feminine woman. Again, the chicks that I dealt with, they played sports, you know what I mean, look rough around the edge and whatnot, you know, used to ball, whatnot, what have you, what, you know. Anyway, ran a little track. But anyway, we get there, she gets out the car, and I'm just mesmerized, like, damn, boy, good grief. She's like, Katie, huh? You ready to go? It's like, yeah, come on. Damn, man, you lead the way. Good grief, boy. That dress was cutting up that night. Anyway, so we are about to start walking, and she was like, I was like, what's up? She was like, give me your arm. And I got on heels. I don't want to fall. I was just like, oh, damn. Yeah, right. They do that in the movies. And I've never dealt with a grown woman, like a grown feminine woman, so this was new to me. All right, she basically just taking me through the rope. This is how you're supposed to, you know, do when you're dealing with a woman. Again, she got on heels, everything just on point. I'm talking about a new in her skin, bro. Oh my, just flawless. I'm talking about no blemishes, nothing. She was like a freaking black Barbie, bro. On point with it. That woman came correct. Anyway, so we can start walking or whatnot. And as we're getting closer, because it's like a little bridge that you cross over to get to the grill and where my brothers, they playing spades and everything, just loud as one. I told you I was going, bah, yeah, that's it. They ain't getting no more books, bah. And so me and her are talking, but I can hear them in the distance, right? I told you, we're going, bah, that's it, bah. We getting closer and closer, having a little conversation. So, you know, I'm trying to play it cool. So how was your drive? Like, it wasn't too bad. You know, I've never been to Rock Hill like that before. So, you know, it's a little different. I'm just mesmerized. Like, damn, boy. looking in our eyes and shit like, boy, we ain't even gotta go. We can go back to your house, because at the time I don't got my own crib. We can go back to your house. So as we get closer and come over that hump and start to walk around, because there's bushes right here. So as we start to come around the corner, it was, I told you I was up. The music, it seemed like everything stopped. Everybody just, who Kiwi? Who Kiwi? They call me Kiwi. Who that is? Damn, good grief. So by this time, you know, I'm trying to keep them cheese. I'm just like, little brother representing the whole for real. So anyway, I set her down or whatever, you know, like, hey everybody, this is such and such, such and such, this is everybody. You know the brother did. Hey, how you doing? All right. But my mama looking like, hell no, nah, who is this? Who is it? She didn't say anything, but it was kind of like a look after the young lady had started greeting everybody else. You know, thankfully I don't have one of those mothers that, you know, just gonna flat out embarrass you. It was like, we gonna have a conversation after she leaves. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, what you need? You know, because still that Southern hospitality, still gave that Southern hospitality. You want anything to eat? Okay, what you want? You know what I'm saying? And even though, you know, I'm almost about to say the young lady's name. I don't want to do that. Even though she caters, I know she gonna love Mom's food. Mom's food is bomb, boy. And she did. She enjoyed every bit of that doggone meat. That actually probably helped out a little bit. I might have to tell Mom, you were probably one of the reasons why I actually was able to get that. But anyway, so I set her down. I was like, yes, I'm gonna go ahead and use the bathroom real quick. You good? You straight? She's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm feeling this. She's just a grown woman. I'm used to being, you know what I mean, in spaces like this or whatever. I'm just gonna keep on being me. Cross them damn legs, and I was just like, oh my God, boy, this mother. Why you so damn fine? Like, what's going on, bro? Damn, well, I know you got to keep a stick around. You be beating them up. Get away from me. Get back, damn it. So anyway, I go to the bathroom, and I feel an arm reach around me. I'm like, oh, what the hell is this? Like, bruh, that's one of my brothers. Bruh, who the hell is that? Oh. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of the little chicks that I've been, you know, been talking to or whatnot. Bruh. You know how we do this. You know how we do. Anyway, after all that had happened or whatever, you know, of course she went back to her crib or whatnot, and nothing happened. Like for the rest of the night, that was just the highlight. That was like one of the highlights of my birthday. I got a chance to kick it with, you know, moms, pops, brothers, sisters, friends, and then I literally just seen one of the baddest chicks in the Carolinas, hands down. I'm talking about, it's not even close, bro. Not even close. I'm gonna tell y'all two more stories, right? Then we're gonna get up out of here. Remember when I told y'all I was like really, really quiet in high school? Some people would even call me like mean or whatever. So me and this young lady, we had started kicking. We had started kicking it or whatever. And this is when I knew that, yo, I'm gonna rock with her for a while. So we went in the inside of one of these like fancy little stores or whatever, right? In I can't remember what the name of the mall was called. I'm throwing names out there, but it's a store for women, right? And in the 9th grade, it was these two chicks, one light skinned, one dark skinned. They used to always hang around each other, and anyway, I'm just gonna say they weren't the nicest people. You know, I didn't get a chance to experience that because I didn't really talk to anybody, but I kind of seen how they interacted with other people, so I know they weren't really like nice people. So anyway, I'm sitting there, we going to, she's like, let's go in here or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna see if I can pick out a nice little dress for you or whatever. I'm just like, she be knowing what to say, boy. Again, it was a different type of woman, boy. So we go in the store, and she's in there getting changed, and guess who walked up on me? Right? Because I'm sitting there, I'm probably sitting out there for about maybe 2 minutes on my phone or whatnot, just, you know, still cracking jokes and stuff on social media like I always was doing. And then these two girls walk up. KD? They call me by my government name though. KD? I was like, what's up? Like, what are you doing here? And right on time, guess who walks out of the door? And she says, babe, what do you think? Hey, boy, I'm about to turn this damn chair over, boy. And the dress that she had on, oh my God, bro. Them women went from looking at me to look like, what the he pulled it. Did she just say babe? Just walked off. They ain't said another mother loving word. Man, listen, boy, I was like, you know what you be doing. Gave her a little hug, like, well, I'm gonna tell this. By this time, we had already done did the do or whatever. I'm gonna tell this last story and I'm gonna get up out of here. But I don't know what it was about. She was just on point with everything, bro. Anyway, this was the first time that we had our first little I might tell two stories, situation together. So, well, I know she sees, she gonna give me. Anyway, so I'm at McDonald's. That used to be my spot. I'm at McDonald's. I always order either 1 or 2 Big Macs, a large fry, a big thing of high C, 2 apple pies, and 2 strawberry pies. That was my go-to meal. Sit down while I'm doing the question and answer game. That was my joint back then. Like, that right there used to keep me entertained while I was at work, while I was working out, or whatever, man. It was a fun time. Because everybody knew, I don't really take this thing too serious or whatever. I'm going to talk trash about you if you mess up. I used to have women inboxing me all kind of stuff. Naked pictures, videos. So what do you think about this? Oh, you just need to, deal with a grown woman. I was just like, yo, this is crazy, bro. But women I had so many doggone nude pictures and nude videos. I had a whole email. You know what? Never mind. Let me scratch that. Edit that part out. Never mind. Anyway, so I'm at McDonald's sitting there, typing on my phone and on my iPad, just going back and forth, eating, chilling or whatever. Now, I don't know if we had something. Yeah, we did have something set up. My dad was out of town. God rest my granddad. R.I.P. to my granddad. He had passed away, and so my dad was he was going up there to California to go, take care of all of those things. I don't think I ever got a chance to meet him. But when my dad was there, me and my other older half brother had the crib to ourselves. But my other brother used to always be working all the time. You know what I'm saying? I was in college, so I had a part-time job. I was, all I needed was gas to get back and forth to college, so I wasn't tripping about nothing. As long as I got gas, I'm good. Because the car was paid off. I didn't have to worry about insurance. The only thing I had to do was worry about gas, and I should have been getting the oil change and everything else. But as long as I got gas in it, I'm good. So I'm sitting there going back and forth, and I get a mother-loving text message that forced me to leave all of my freaking food there, and I may have ran a red light or two. I got a message that said, I don't know where you are, but I am outside with no drawers on, and these mosquitoes is tearing my A up. If you not here within the next 10 or 15 minutes, I'm gone. Man, what the hell did you talk, girl? Don't play with me. What you saying? Shoot, man, listen, bro. Hey, when I tell you I got the hell up out of there, I know them people at McDonald's like, yo, what the hell is going on? Why did that dude just leave like that? What happened? Man, I got in that doggone, I think I had a Jeep. At that time, I think I had my black Jeep. Again, this was in between times or whatever. I had a Jeep, I had an Acura, but anyway, so I bail out that mug. And my dad, his driveway was like rocks. And so I pull up, I see her car there. She's standing outside. I'm like, why you ain't waiting your doggone car? Like, why you, I don't want nobody to see you. Like, man, I'm telling you, oh my goodness, boy, man, woo! That woman had a body out of this world, all natural. She was blessed. That was a blessed individual. This might be a little bit TMI, But your boy was a little starstruck. I ain't gonna lie. When that mofo got naked, I was like, oh my God. what am I getting myself into, boy? Now, mind you, this is a kid at the time. I had only had 2 girlfriends. All right, so this was new to me. All right, you know what I'm saying? My first, we kind of eased into it. The next chick that I had or whatever, it was still almost like a virgin type of thing. Like, you know, everything was, this mother took off her clothes. I was like, oh my God. Good grief, boy. Listen, man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to perform good tonight. Well, this is crazy. Hey, listen, a kid at the time, I ain't gonna say I'm a kid, but me at the time, but it was tough. We got through it because I actually got an invite. I got an invite, and she invited me up there to her crib after. So I guess the performance had to have been at least okay. All right. And so she was like, listen, I want you to come up here and, you know, don't worry about it. I'm going to take care of you. You know, I'm going to cook for you, everything. And so, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I drove, she was like on exit 16B. If y'all are from Rock Hill, South Carolina, y'all already, that's far-ish. I felt like, yo, am I driving to damn New York City? Good grief. This experience better be worth it. Anyway, I get there, and she answers the door, hey, gives me a hug, turns around, she's like, and come on in, turns around, and this woman ain't got on nothing but drawers. She got on a shirt, but she got on drawers. She answered the door in her drawers. You can do that? You. Now, she stayed in a nice neighborhood, don't get me wrong. Man, you somebody all that, you got all that out. I mean, you girl, let me close this damn door, man, what's going on? So anyway, I get in there, and remember, she used to cater, so I'm talking about, it looked like a 5-star meal on those nice white glass plates. She bring it out, you know, it had been drizzled, got the little garnish or whatever, everything on there. I'm talking about, it's a plate fit for a freaking king, bro. Oh my goodness, man. Sat down, you know, we ate, we chopped it up a little bit or whatnot. She had my towel, washcloth, everything was put up nice, neat, just like the bathroom. That way, you know, you can go ahead and take a shower or whatever. Man, bro, hell of an experience. I'm gonna tell y'all one more thing, how that ended, then we're gonna get up out of here. So, again, at the time, your boy's in college, and I had a plethora of bad, I'm talking about bad chicks checking for your boy. I don't know why. Listen, I would say I'm a pretty average guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at me as being, you know what I'm saying, one of those, you know, top rank. I'm an average dude. I'm an average guy. I don't know. I guess it could just be my presence or whatever. But, hold on. Let me slide over. There we go. Yeah, it could just be my presence or whatever. But chicks, they dig it. They checking for it. You know what I mean? Any guy that has any level of confidence that actually has their stuff together, you know, got all of their ducks in a row, you know what I'm saying, and not out here pressing them. I think that was like one of the biggest things. I think because when you have a bad chick and you have, you know, guys that are constantly coming up to her and throwing compliments out, that's freaking aggravating to me. Shut up. Shut the hell up, bro. Damn, don't nobody want to hear that all the time. Most of these chicks want to be ignored. Ignore her. I promise. You start ignoring her, she gonna start wondering, why the hell is he ignoring me? You know what I'm saying? Like, stop breathing down these chicks' neck, and you will be surprised how them mugs will come at you, bro. I'm talking about left and right. Again, I got pictures, videos. Chick like, yo, hey, anything you want is gonna be taken care of. You ain't got to do a mother loving thing, man. I'm talking about it. It was to that point anyway. So it was another young lady at the time that she was beautiful, but she was a little bit more rough around the edges. When I say that, she liked to fight. Now, when you're dealing with a very, very feminine, very beautiful young lady that don't have any stress, any drama in their life, a grown woman, they don't play that mess. All right? I don't care how big your Peter Whacker is. I don't care how good your sex is. None of that stuff matters, which is completely understandable when it comes to their peace. And, you start talking about fighting, all the rest of the other stuff, I'm good on that. So anyway, it was a young lady that I was dealing with that was extremely territorial after we had done did what we did. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, all the rest of them other bees, she said, all the rest of them other bees, you can go and let them go. We good. She would literally be up in the comment sections. That's why I had to stop doing the question and answer game. Like, that literally stopped the freaking question and answer game. Because you got, see these little dusty bees, they need to stop. I'm just like, bro, what you doing, bro? You killing the vibe right now. What you doing? Anyway, her being extremely territorial. And these two young ladies actually, I want to say they knew of each other, but they weren't fond of each other. Like, I know her, I've seen her around the city, and because you were dealing with KD, I'm dealing with KD, you can either stop dealing with KD or I can beat your fighting. Like, what are we, which again, I completely understand from the feminist side, like, I'm not about to be fighting over no man that is technically single. We're not married. Like, so again, a grown woman having a conversation to a man that had a younger mindset at the time, which guilty as charged. She was like, listen, I absolutely love and enjoy our time together. You know what I mean? Like, every time that we kick it is always good. So I'm thinking, everything is all good. But such and such, pretty much reached out to me, and you already know how I am, KD. I'm not really about any of that drama, none of that mess and stuff like that. And unfortunately, because, you are tied to this person, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I cannot be involved with stuff like that. Mind you, at the time, I got plenty of bad chicks, so you know what? It's all good. I feel there is no ill will, you know what I mean? Because me and her done, linked back up, and we done worked out together. We done sat down, had conversations, sat in the car, whatever. So we still cool, but I completely respect and understand where she was coming from. Like, that drama and all that other stuff, you do that stuff, technically you should be doing it in your teens or in high school. But once you become an adult, all the rest of the other stuff, especially when you done had a stress-free, drama-free type of lifestyle, you don't want to sacrifice your peace for anything or anybody, which again, I completely understand and I completely respect it. But yeah, man, so that was a situation that happened with one of the baddest chicks that, your boy has got. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, maybe we'll have a little bit more like little TED Talks and stuff like this after the podcast. If y'all want to hear stuff like this. If y'all do, just let me know. I might chop this up and make this his own little separate video because it was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, man, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Shout out to my boy, Brody, for coming through, showing love, man. Again, bro, I appreciate, let me throw these up on screen. There we go. Yeah, again, bro, I appreciate you, man. We definitely got to get that podcast back together, man, because, KD got some stories. I got some stories for days. And, we can always get on there and chop it up. I am thinking about bringing in some more women to the podcast, man, so we can have that. I just want to make sure before I do that, I get all the rest of my other little stories and stuff out. Because sometimes when you get on the podcast with other people, you be wanting to share some stuff, but you still be wanting other people to, get their talking time in. So I'm going to say within the first month, it's just going to be your boy. And then after that, I definitely want to bring more people in, man, that can come through, you know what I'm saying, that we can just, just have that type of interaction, that type of conversation or whatever. But yeah, man, appreciate you, Cole, for coming through, bro. Hey, it's always a pleasure. Melanie, appreciate you. The Ultimate Red Pill channel, appreciate you. We the People News. Appreciate you for coming through. And everybody else that just sat here, you know, cut up with me and laughed and whatnot. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all so much. And that's it. So until the next time, man, y'all be blessed. Y'all be beautiful. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Oh, yeah. We're going to be putting these panels up, man. All right. So we still in the process of doing the backdrop. We working on it, but it's coming. All right. I just got to get that adhesive tape. But yeah, y'all be easy, man. Peace. Yeah, I know I'm gonna get cussed out. She gonna